Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Oh, not so good. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Things happen, don't they? They change our lives. But you know, life goes on. We just keep plugging along. We're not maybe always singing this song. I'm a plugging along. No, that's not the way it is. On Blueberry Hill. No, that's not it. What is this song? It says, well, maybe it's Que Sera, Sera. But you know, sad things happen. My sister said that her son's kitty cat got electrocuted. He loved to climb fences, that little kitty cat. Not the son, but the kitty cat. But anyway, yeah. You know, you never know about life, do you? No, you don't. You can be walking around minding your own business, just thinking, okay, I've got to go over and water that plant, or I've got to make a pumpkin. That's what I'm doing. I'm making a pumpkin. Yes, I have to make it, about a little bit longer, of course. And then you just turn it in, and squish it. Well, you know what I mean. You draw the bottom, you draw the top, you stuff it with something and put a cinnamon stick in the top, make a curly Q, and you have a pumpkin. I don't know if I'll make it, but I thought, I'm trying to make it for my sister. She wanted me to do a pumpkin. So I thought, well, I'll just do a pumpkin. It's hard for me on those single crochets, though. I'd much rather work with a larger crochet stitch, double or a triple, or you know what I mean. But this is really beautiful orange yarn, and I found it. Don't know where it came from, but it was in my stash. My stash is getting smaller, but still I've got a little stash. Not anything like some of the video people out there, the creators, the YouTubers. I mean, they have yarn. I was watching Llama Mama Kayla, last night, and she'd taken all these things she had made and took them to the fair there where she lives, and she was showing all the things she had entered and what she had won first place, and the Civitan group there supports the crafters there at the fair. I don't know if it's a state fair or city fair. I don't remember now. But they always support, they create money by having carport sales and selling fruit cakes and just all kinds of things to make money to support the blind and crippled, the blind organization for, and also they support a lot of local nonprofits, like here the Civitan group supports the zoo train, and then before that it was not the zoo train, but the merry-go-round with the wooden horses on it, the originals, and so Civitan is a beautiful group to belong to. I did belong to it for about 8 years, something like that, before I moved. And but it was here in Little Rock before I moved up to the hill. So that's been 20 years ago. Oh my goodness, where did that go? I remember standing in front of Frankie's, which is a buffet restaurant. We can get you a hot plate meal. You can go through the buffet, and I used to stand there at the door and sell fruitcakes. I mean, I remember us saying to myself, these old people really like fruitcakes because they're the only ones buying them. Can't remember the price at the time, but oh, we sold thousands. Thousands of fruitcakes. It was amazing. And then, but anyway, but she was showing some of the beautiful, beautiful things that she had made, crocheted a cake, a unicorn cake, and won first prize. And then she made a wreath and made little crochet things on it. They had, I think it was the ocean, so you had a little orange and white blackfish. I can't remember the name of it. It had a TV the movie of its own, and the Little Mermaid, and it had seaweed in it where she had crocheted. And it was. I enjoyed watching it. She was collecting all of her things there, and she had made $299. She was very proud. She said she's going to use that to put some shelves up. But I enjoyed watching it because so many of the YouTubers have so much energy and creativity. I mean, they're just going and a blowing. That means, oh well. Anyway, we will read. Well, I will read. Y'all's comments for today. And the very first one this morning is Jill, Robert of Via Heights. Oh, Mima, I've taken a nasty fall. Oh, I cut my face, have a black eye, hurt my rib cage and my leg. Oh, girl, you really took a tumble. Oh, my goodness. Do you have black eye? Are you okay? This was on the 19th. I broke a table, too. Had 911 call. They encouraged me to go to the ER, but I did not. Pain was very bad, but every day that goes by, it gets better. Love you, Mima, and I'll TTY soon. Talk to you later soon. Oh, I give you a hug, other support. You know, it happens so quick, doesn't it? And it's amazing how many parts of your body just get, tormented by a fall. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. You didn't break a rib. It sounds like you hurt your rib cage. That's really hard to not break a rib if you fall on your rib cage, because it's not quite as strong as what is it? The big bones in your legs, but your rib cage and your face, a black eye and a cut. Oh, I have a scar here from mine. Remember one I had, 3 years ago? I mean, I had 2 black eyes like this. Girl, I know what you mean. You don't even want to look in a mirror at yourself. It's just so pitiful looking. Pitiful. On top of feeling really like somebody beat the tar out of you, Yes, I would have done the same thing. I stopped going to ER. I just give up on them, They never can help you. And they just give you something for pain, and they x-ray you all over. And if there's nothing wrong, they send you home. If they can't find something that they can mend, they send you home. So that's my interpretation. And I feel the same way you do. If it feels like, if there's a bone sticking out of my leg, well, yeah, I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you're going to have to be careful. We're all going to have to be careful. I was trying to plug in my little thing underneath the thing on the cabinet there, and it's just a little space, and I was leaning over trying to, how you're trying to plug it in and plug it in, and I thought, if I fall on my head in this little corner, I won't ever get out there. So sometimes we just don't think, or we do think, and we think we're going to be all right, no problem. But you're going to have to be careful. And the poor table, too. You wanted to leave a mark, didn't you? You wanted to turn the tables. I want to turn the tables. Oh, Jill, I hope you're better every day. Like you said, I hope that continues. And I'm sure it will. Because you're a survivor. We've lived this long, Jill. Yeah. There you go. There are more apple crisps to be made. Oh, we're all supporting you in your healing process and praying for fast recovery. Oh, here's Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. How you doing? Had my sister here with me for a few days. My sister-in-law passed away on Wednesday. Seems like the sadness never ends. Did real good at the sales. I'm in West Virginia. We had great weather for the sale. I'm so glad. But that was so much fun. So much fun. But I'm so sorry about some sister-in-law. Was she ill or it's none of my business, I know that. It's just the loss of someone you love. Yeah, and having your sister there, that's nice. Isn't it? You can hug each other and talk about old times and good times and bad times. Happy times. And times and times and times. A sister is like a forever friend who knows you longer than they do. And you them. Good to hear from you, Bonnie. Mrs. C's cottage. Nothing better than old friends. You're right, Mrs. C. You're right. Been working on making items for video winners. Between those and an occasional blanket, it keeps me busy. What do you mean working on making items for video winners? Inquiring minds just want to know just enough to know that. Well, you know how it is. We have to do what we do that we love. Absolutely. Here's Joy Bird. The color of the dress or gown you have on today really looks good on you. Oh, yes, that is a good color, isn't it? I don't know what color it is. If it's, I ordered, I think 3 at the time. I ordered that from Amazon. They were on sale. And I got a gray one, that color, and the blue one I wear. I think I bought 3, yes. Thank you. Brings out your facial features a lot. Been making easy peasy toddler beanies. I've made 10 so far this week. And 4 adult divine hats. Oh my gosh, how do you produce so much? I'm really slow crocheter compared to you guys. It's producing and the producing. I'm proud of you. I'd love to see the pictures of those that you're doing. Very much. Well, I appreciate y'all's comments so much. Well, today is Saturday, and I'm going to just sit here for a little while. I may go out and rake the leaves for, 5 or 10 minutes. If you just bite off a little bit at a time, you'll get it done. It's just like making a blanket. You just make it 1 stitch at a time. Or a pumpkin. I don't know why this is so slow for me. It's that single stitch, as I was telling you earlier. It's very difficult. But me and my little cardinal, I call her a she, but you know cardinals that are red are male cardinals. Did you know that? You did know that, didn't you? Yes. You see it? Can't see an eye or a mouth, but I just didn't feel like making a little eye and a mouth, or a beak is what they call it, a little beak, just the way it is. Yes, it's going to be an exciting day for everybody. We're still here. We're still here. We are survivors. The world is good. I'm still waiting on letters from the kids. Hope I get them soon. I'm really anxious about that. Yes, I am. And today I think I may make a pot of soup. I've got carrots, potatoes, onions. Well, there you go. You know, I've got some V8 juice I can put in there. What am I going to use for meat, though? Seasonings. I'll just make vegetable soup. I like vegetable soup very much. Yeah, season it with, and I think out in the garden I've got some oregano, little oregano. I don't have any bay leaves, and so I might put oregano in. I've got fresh oregano that needs to be harvested. You know, I've got a little pot. That's the one I pinched off that restaurant's garden that they had. As you go into the restaurant, there's a little high concrete pedestal thing, and they had little plants on both sides, and they had all kinds of flowering flowers, you know, in there too. But the herbs were there, and I could smell them as I walked by. So when I started to leave, I took a little pinch, I mean that much, of oregano, and that much of rosemary that was there. Pretty good little sized plants, but I took a little bit. I put them in a little saucer, put water on them. Well, I rooted them. Well, now I've got 2 plants. Now I got to figure out, do I bring them in or do you leave them outside? But they're pretty good size. I probably should harvest some of them and then, well, why? I'd rather use fresh, wouldn't you? But that's what I'm going to do today. Sure wish I had an apple crisp or something like that. Or maybe some pumpkin sauce or, but I do have peach jelly. I think I'll make some peach jelly toast for breakfast this morning. Well, have a good day. I'm thinking of y'all enjoying a beautiful day and having my coffee. And remember, you know who you are, what day it is. Hopefully you know what time it is. Coffee time. And carry on, because you are all survivors. And you're here for a purpose. You are. You are. Remember, God has you in the palm of His hand. Pray for Mother Earth, the bumblebees, the caterpillars, the crocodiles. No, not the crocodiles. Okay, well, the crocodiles. all the little beings that live here with us on this huge, huge earth, especially each other. I will see